are some other like big hero hitters? I know that Hulk card is going crazy. Oh man, I would love to pull the Wolverine. The Wolverine that doubles all mutants damage. Let's go. Oh shit, dude, that is crazy. There he is, dog. Wolverine. Claws out. Claws out, bub. Yo, Mono Monkey here, and today we are back at it like a jackrabbit, but this time with the Marvel Superheroes Jumpstart. And you know what? This set seems pretty freaking cracked. So let's get after it, shall we? Okay, so truth be told, I paid more than what I wanted to on this box. My original game plan was to be patient with this and not buy it until it went under $100. Then I watched the pre-market and the market, and none of the pre-market prices really came down a whole bunch. Now, of course, there are some exceptions. There are a lot of uncommons in this set that are pretty expensive still, that have come down like 30, 40, 50%, but man, there are some insane rares and mythics in this set that I'm just incredibly excited about. So, ooh, just Jenga'd that shit. Let's go. Get these over here, off to the side. Okay, real quick, wish list. What am I trying to get here? Number one, Devil Dinosaur, for sure. I want to get back to playing my Dino deck a lot more, and that card is really cool. And then I want the armed one. There's that Swordsman Steel, which is a pretty busted piece of equipment right now, and I'm just really enjoying all the artifacts and equipment in this Marvel set. It's been really fun, between Cosmic Cube and the 10 rings. You know, it's pretty cool. And what else? Oh yeah, Ultron. Ultron is crazy. Loki is crazy. There's just a really bunch of fun, exciting cards in this set. So without further ado, let's just really give this a go. Yo, no way. No way, right off the bat. Oh my gosh, if only I could open this thing with my dainty hands. Is this seriously gonna have the like $50+ cracked ass Ultron in it? Yo. Oh man, did I just get my hopes up? And it's gonna have a bunch of mid stuff. Let's see. So Ultron's Auxiliary, Doombot Harbinger, Ultron Drone. I've seen this quite a few times. Victor Mancha. So you can get regular cards in the Jumpstarts. Okay, gotcha. Minion Missile. There it is. Let's go. Yo, this card is so nasty. Okay, so Ultron the Annihilator. Flying. Whenever Ultron enters or attacks, create a 2/2 colorless robot villain artifact creature token. Whenever another artifact is put into your graveyard from the battlefield, or an artifact card is put into your graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, each opponent loses 1 life. Yeah, you can combo off on this thing. This is so cool. You can do an Aristocrats build on this. You can do an artifact build on this. You can just do so much stuff, and this is, yeah, this is a badass mythic. What a way to start off. And I mentioned paying more than what I wanted to, so I'll be transparent. I paid $119, and I was thinking I could wait until they were under 100, and I just didn't have the patience, so I'm glad that came through. So, wow. There's only 20 packs in this set, so I'm hoping that perhaps you know, this will be a quicker, more streamlined opening. Oh, okay, I understand. Okay, so these are all lands now. So yeah, Jumpstart's cool. I guess you can just build a deck and play right out the box. But man, what a sick start in the first pack. Yeah, honestly, Marvel's been good to me. Now, will these cards circulate into the market more, and will this card stay a $50 card? Probably not. It's certainly in demand, and as I said, I did not see a lot of prices coming down, but you know, of course, that changes in time. Let's see. Young Avengers, cool. So I'm totally not sure what to expect in this. So I think this is Hulk's son. I mean, I enjoy Marvel, but I'm not gonna moonlight like I know everybody. Stature, Young Avenger. Speed, Young Avenger. Patriot, Young Avenger. Iron Lad, Young Avenger. Oh, okay, this one's kind of cool. Flying, non-creature spells cost 1 less to cast. Wiccan, Young Avenger. Hawkeye, Young Avenger. I've heard really good, exciting things about this one. Reach. If a source you control would deal non-combat damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, instead it deals that much damage plus X, where X is Hawkeye's power. Cool. Hawkeye's bow. Okay, nice. Hulkling, Young Avenger. Okay, it is indeed Hulk's son. Flying. Wait. Hulkling. That doesn't mean he's Hulk's son. I feel pretty stupid right now. Sorry, I don't know my lore. Flying. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Hulkling becomes a copy of up to one other target creature until the end of turn, except his name is Hulkling, Young Avenger. He's a 4/4 and has flying and this ability. Cool. Team Tactics. Also, I wanted to do some more openings sooner, but you may have noticed that I've got some pretty crusty hands right now. I'm having an eczematic response, unfortunately. So, yeah, hopefully that doesn't freak you out, brother. But let's get after it. What's next? And it's really going to vary from like pack to pack whether or not I'm going to be able to open this thing. Because again, like I said, my hands have been kind of killing me, to be honest. I need to figure that medical thing out. But in the meanwhile, let's get Savage Lands. Italian. Okay. But yeah, I also, on my wish list, was the armed one with the Swordsman Steel, because I've been really enjoying my Captain America deck, my Voltron Captain America equipment deck. It's been so fun to play, and you know, coming off 4th of July weekend, I did get a game in with that deck and had an awesome time. Even though I didn't get the dub, I did get a draw out of it. Falcon, Joaquin Torres. But I did get a draw out of it, which is more than Team USA can say after the World Cup game. So, War Machine, James Rhodes, okay. U.S. Agent John Walker is that bootleg Captain America. Cool, Captain America, Skybound. Flying Vigilance. Whenever Captain America and at least 2 other creatures attack, put a 1/1 counter on each attacking creature. They gain indestructible until end of turn. Yeah, these cards are pretty strong, honestly. I understand why they're pretty expensive. Instant. Ultimate Alliance deals damage equal to the number of creatures you control to target creature. Nice. That's a pretty strong card for a little 1-drop common. Fall to Earth. Exile target creature. That player gains 3 life. Basic land cycling. Helicarrier Strike. Helicarrier Heroic Teamwork. Thriving Heath. Alright, we're here. We're at the lands. Let's move on. We're gonna have an enormous stack of lands from this. I'm gonna cut the foreplay and just go right into the slice here. Yeah, I think there was probably some hesitation on this set. Ooh, Hydra. Hesitation going into this set regarding not just Marvel superheroes because of you know, hero fatigue or anything like that, or you know, UB fatigue. I think also people were a little bit hesitant on this because there have been other Jumpstart products, like the Avatar product, that people weren't too juiced on. So I think this will actually go a long way, you know, towards kind of informing the next set and giving that one a chance and people being excited about it. Viper, Cruel Conspirator. Target creature that's attacking alone gets +1/+1 until end of turn. Target creature that's attacking alone gains your choice of Death Touch or Lifelink until end of turn. That's a nice little rare. Okay, Dark Deed, I've seen plenty of that. Cruel Alliance, Hydra Infiltration, Infernal Rebirth. I haven't seen this card. This art is sick. Have a good look at that. Return 1 or 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, not a big fan of that. And then let's put our swamps in the pile, baby. Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna bug out if I get that Savage Land pack. I really want that Devil Dinosaur. I busted out my Gishath deck, Analyzed. Ooh, Vision. I busted out my Gishath deck for the first time in a while this past weekend and got the trigger out on turn 4 and immediately got board wiped on turn 5, but it was really fun. It really was. Echo, Perceptive Prodigy, Machine Man, Model X51, Victor Mancha. Yeah, I don't know who this guy is. Truly, you are my greatest creation, Ultron says. When he enters, exile target card from the graveyard. You may play it for as long as you control. Victor Mancha. We say thee nay. That is a really corny name, but whatever, it's counterspell. Vision, Spectral Synthezoid, flying. Once during each of your turns, you may cast a non-creature or robot spell from your hand without paying its mana cost. Cool. That's pretty strong. Quantum Reduction, Teamwork 2. What's an additional cost to cast a spell? You may tap. When you cast a spell, so it had Flash. If it's cast using Teamwork, enchant creature, -5, it loses all abilities. Ooh, is this upside down? Oh, that was strange. Frozen in Ice. Timeline Inquiry. Atlantis attacks. I think I'm going to give this to my son. He loves whales. Really cool. Thriving Isle. And to the basics. Okay, I'm going to speed it up a little bit now. I think I got a good feel for how these are going to go from this point. Ooh, lethal. Ooh. Got some Black Widow action. This is actually beautiful art on this card. I think, like, I love the use of negative space being one contrast color. I think that looks gorgeous. No notes. No notes. And honestly, damn. She looking like a straight up baddie. Alright, Red Room Recruits. White Widow. Ninja of the Hand. Venomized Cat. Titanium Man. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, Venom, Evil Unleashed. This is the first Venom card I've seen. Death Touch, 4/5. Stolen Stark Tech. And Black Widow, Deadly Hunter. This is beautiful art. Death Touch. Whenever a creature you control with Death Touch deals combat damage to a player, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Widow's Bite, Hour of Defeat, Origin of the Black Widow, Infernal Rebirth. I like that art. Thriving More, and Swamps. Okay, okay, we're cooking now. We're cooking. I have no idea how much that Black Widow card is, but that's a nice little 3-drop. Death Touch, and get yourself a nice little Phyrexian Arena on a body. So can't be mad at that. Incremental card draw. What we got? Ooh, Iron Man. This is a good one. So this is honestly one of the cards I caved on and I bought because I really wanted to put it in my Captain America deck, because I know it's a popular commander right now to build out this Iron Man, but as just like a backup plan and a synergistic addition to a Captain America deck, it's fantastic. So Rescue Pepper Potts, Shield Drone, Iron Lad, War Machine, Happy Hogan. Wow, I haven't seen Happy. When he enters, the owner of target creature an opponent controls puts it on their library, second from the top. Iron Suitcase, okay. Iron Man Bleeding Edge. Oh, never mind. This isn't the one I was thinking of. I was thinking of the Tony Stark Invincible Iron Man one. This one is excellent. I'm putting this in a mono blue Urza deck. There we go. Flying, whenever you cast an artifact spell, you may copy it, except the copy isn't legendary. Do this only once each turn, so obviously the applications for this are fantastic in an artifact build. Collector Case. Oh, look, the Howard the Duck. When this artifact enters, tap up to 1 target creature and put 2 stun counters on it. Cool. Futurist Forge. I am Iron Man. Actually, this is pretty fun. Until end of turn, target artifact or creature becomes an artifact creature with base power and toughness 4/4, gains flying, draw a card. Origin of Iron Man. Tap up to 1 creature. It doesn't untap. Draw 2 cards. You may put an artifact card with mana 5 or less from your hands onto the battlefield. Cool. I like that. Nice. I like that. Who are some other like big hero hitters? I know that Hulk card is going crazy. Oh man, I would love to pull the Wolverine. The Wolverine that doubles all mutants damage. Let's go. Oh shit, dude, that is crazy. Oh my gosh. Honestly, ridiculous. You gotta love when that happens. I mean, so should I just say that over every single pack until I get the freaking Devil Dinosaur? Alright, Black Tom Cassidy. Is this dude? This is like pretty messed up. It's like, dude's calling himself Black Tom Cassidy and he's green! Anyway, Darwin Adaptive. Move mutants, Wolfbane, Highland Hero, so this is gonna be all mutants. X23, okay, cool. I haven't actually seen this card. Whenever another mutant you control enters, put +1/+1 counter on that creature and on X23. That's pretty sick. I like that. Hang on, let me organize my pile a little bit better. Beast, Erudite Aerialist, Colossus, Steel Stalwart. During your turn, he's indestructible. Other mutants get +1/+1. Nice little anthem with some resiliency. Storm, Shaker of Skies. When she enters, destroy up to 1 target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Cool. There he is, dog. Wolverine. Claws out! Claws out, bub! You may have Wolverine assign his combat damage as though he weren't blocked. Whenever a mutant you control attacks, double its power until end of turn. I like that. That's going into my Wolverine deck, which I didn't play enough games this weekend to play that deck, but it's on the list, bub. It's on the list. We're going to get that back out there. Colossal Collision. Dude, honestly, does anyone else remember like just being a kid and like really just, this is embarrassing, but just like really getting excited about like the idea of like the Thing and the Hulk fighting. Like that's the type of stuff like I really like loved that as a kid. And like, you know, regardless of what you think of like Universes Beyond, like, you know, I get that Magic the Gathering is deeply personal to people, like the high fantasy and like the lore of it all. And as someone who, you know, really loved, you know, comic books, you know, whether it was Image Comics, DC, Marvel, when I was a kid, not so much as I grew up, and the same with Magic the Gathering, like I didn't really know how to play, but I enjoyed collecting it. I loved the art. So these are kind of like so adjacent to me, like not to say that they're the same, but they honestly just kind of are. They just kind of like have like melded the best of what they each have to offer, and this is pretty cool. Like I really do enjoy this medley. Ooh, street level villains. All right, Kingpin time, baby. So yeah, this is pretty fun, honestly, experiencing these. So let's move through these. Hammerhead, Magia Boss. It's a goofball. Kingpin's Enforcers. Oh, random, but I saw Spider Noir the first episode, and like once you get past kind of like how cringe Nicolas Cage is, it honestly does seem to be like a pretty fun like story. Like I guess I'm just lame because I like noirs. I also like, yeah, see, like talking like that, that's pretty fun. You'll never get me, Flatfoot, yeah. Hammerhead, Magia Boss, and Tombstone have the same haircut. Just wanted to point that out. So, yeah. Feels like they got some natural synergies there. Madame Mask. When she enters, she connives. Count Nefaria. Kingpin, Wilson Fisk. Menace. Whenever you sacrifice Kingpin or another creature, create 2 treasure tokens. This ability triggers only once per turn. So, okay. Yeah, so honestly, this card's pretty cool. I don't think it beats out the pirate that does the same thing, but better. But still, I like that. It's a good card. I think that's a fine addition to any sack deck where you need some explosive mana generation. But again, its upside is limited because you can only do it once a turn. So I think that's what makes... why am I forgetting the name of that card? I literally just played it this weekend and it got me a dub. Like, I combined it. I'm gonna put it up in the video edit. I literally combined it with Ashnod's Altar to just go kind of nuts. All right, let's go. Devil Dinosaur. Ah, this freaking guy. Speedy. This is kind of like the lamest one, you know? It's like, Speedy. Speedy. Want to be a little Speedy guy. I probably should have read that card to get a better idea of like how you're supposed to build these Jumpstart decks. So what is it like? How many of you are supposed to put together of these? Like two or three packs? And then you have a shell of like a little deck. Whirlwinds, Quicksilver. Okay, so I actually opened this. So it's interesting that he's like a theme because he's available in the other set. But yeah, basically you can start with him on the field, so that's cool. Probably going to ignore the rest of these cards unless something really pops out to me in terms of art. Ooh, another rare. Pick up the pace. Whenever a creature you control that entered this turn attacks, exile the top card of your library. You may play cards exiled with this enchantment for as long as you attack this turn. Cool. Okay, there we go. Got a second rare. I think that's the first time I've had like a second rare in one of these packs. So speaking of a second rare, we're almost on to the second tower of cards. So yeah, this is actually... Ooh, precise. Okay, we got some Hawkeye. Quick question. If you've made it this far in the video, why do people not like Jeremy Renner? Outside of Hawkeye being kind of like, I don't know, just not a very interesting character. I don't know. I just know that he like almost died in like a lawnmower accident or something. But I don't know, I just saw. I guess it's just the internet. People just be hating for whatever reason. Mockingbird, Ace Agent. I thought I said Ice Agent. I was like, hey, yo, relax. Double strike whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature you control. Put a 1/1 counter on her. Okay, that's like repartee. Valkyrie, Sky Strider, Panther Bounce, Hawkeye. Okay, let's see what this guy got. Reach, Vigilance. Whenever you cast a spell that targets a creature, put 1/1 counter on Hawkeye. Scry 1. Okay, well, that's just like the other card, but slightly better. 3-drop. Stunning Shot. Damn, that's crazy. That shark looking nuts, boy. Sudden Strike. Destroy target attacking or blocking creature. That is such a white spell. Heroic Teamwork. Fall to Earth. Okay, so yeah, honestly, that theme combined with the other one, what was it? The Battalion one would go really hard. So you'd have a really strong, I think, foundation with those. Oh. It's not Foundations, it's Jumpstart. So I was gonna say like, oh, I get it. Foundation. Oh, got a blast. Fucking having a big brain moment over here. All right. Oh, animals. All right, whatever. This is the one they give you when they want you to open just nothing but commons. Gorilla. We got a gorilla for sale. Let me know if you remember that one from Cartoon Network. Wakandan Tusker, Ant-Man's Army. Okay, Lucky the Pizza Dog. Whenever you cast a cat, dog, or hero spell, create a food token. At the beginning of each end step, if you gained life this turn, put a 1/1 counter on Lucky. Cute. Oh, Tippy Toe. Okay, this is a good card. So I opened one of these in a collector booster I opened, and yeah. It was like $16 at the time. It's like $10 now, but this is still like a terrific card for, you know, animal, or what am I saying? Squirrel strategies and food strategies. So yeah, that's Tippy Toe's a hit. Tippy Toe got them toes, baby. Go nuts. Scout the city. Beast mode. Ooh, Heroic Feast, another rare, and that is another excellent food themed card for food synergies. Man, should I make a food deck? I mean, I feel like between Ninja Turtles and this set and The Hobbit, I feel like food decks are going to be in. So get in on those synergies. Wakanda. Okay. Cool, cool. Is this going to be the badass, like, Black Panther that, like, locks down the board? Create creature tokens. Flood the board. Okay, Wakanda. Shield Guard. The elephant again. Shuri Vibranian. Okoye, she was sick at pre-release. Wakandan Drone Flock. Burrow Backup. Vibranium Daggers. Black Panther, most dangerous. This is not the card I was thinking it was going to be. Whenever he is dealt damage, he deals that much damage to any other target. Power up. Put 2 1/1 counters on Black Panther. Other creatures you control get +2/+2 until end of turn. Okay, I gotta admit, kind of mid. Or maybe I just suck at Magic and just don't see the synergies, or maybe both. But I can't imagine that's a very valuable card. So might be one of the duddier themed packs so far, but we'll see. Dude, I really want to open the Savage Lands ones. I don't know if I can wait. I don't know if I can wait for Devil Dinosaur. And it's like $40 right now. Ooh, Scarlet. Okay. It's a pretty popular one right now. I know that Hex Magic is causing a bit of a stir for a pretty common card. Stark Industries Executive. Loki. Speed. Molten Lavamancer, Vision and Scarlet Witch. Flying, whenever you cast a spell, add red and put a 1/1 counter on the Vision and Scarlet Witch. Cool. Yeah, it'll be really good for spell slinger strategies. And yeah, nice. It's a good mythic. Cool. I'm sorry if I'm not as excited as I should be for that pull. But I have my heart set on my Devil Dinosaur. Okay, so Hex Magic, this is the card I was talking about. So exile all cards from your hand, then draw that many cards. Until the end of your next turn, you may play cards exiled this way. So yeah, so Prosper, this is an excellent card for that. So yeah, this is a pretty nice card. Wanda's Vision. Whenever you cast your second spell each turn, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile non-land card. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. Nice. Okay, yeah, a lot of exile synergy with Wanda, which I think is very flavorful. She's a powerful, sorceress, like Omega level threat, mutant. So yeah, that makes sense. All right, let's see what we got. Vehicles. Okay, this is the helicopter, Thanos helicopter. Too bad it's not the Fantasticar, because that thing is going crazy. People love that busted ass artifact. Taxi driver, it's pretty funny. Machine Smith automation, bullseye death dealer. When he enters, sacrifice an artifact, and then deal 2 damage to any target. Okay, the Thanos Copter. Flying haste. When Thanos Copter enters, vehicles you control become artifact creatures until end of turn. When a vehicle you control deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Okay. Alright. Well, that's a rare. Big wheel. Trample. When this vehicle enters, you may discard a card. If you do, draw a card. I feel like this set is just going to be really good for vehicles. The bad news for me is that I'm not into them. You know, maybe one day I will be though. Maybe one day I will be. Maybe I'll get inspired by something I opened here. Maybe. Probably not, but you know, I just haven't had any luck crewing. Ooh, rampaging. Okay, so it's Rhino. Okay. I don't think I've even seen a Rhino card, but if I had to guess, This is probably going to be one of the duddier packs I open. So Serpent Specialists, okay, I got one of those. Bushmaster Coiled Henchman, actually I kind of like that design. Death Touch, each other creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it has Death Touch. Actually that's kind of cool, little 2-drop. Titania, Powerful Broker, Mr. Hyde, Atlas, Sizable Stooge. Alright, Rhino, Terrible Trampler, Trample. I would hope so. When he enters, destroy target artifact or land, distribute 3 1/1 counters among up to 3 other target creatures. They gain trample until end of turn. 7/6, 6-drop. Nice. Rhino's Rampage, Beast Mode, Colossal Collision, Claim the Kingdom. Cool. I actually think that playing these cards, like making like a quick little like limited deck with these, honestly sounds like a lot of fun. Like opening these, reading through them, seeing like the card selection, pretty cool. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. She looks cute. I don't, starting to lose hope for my Devil Dino, I gotta say, but I'm glad I came out strong with the Ultron. So Peggy Carter, Carter, Sharon Carter. Oh my God, we got a lot of Carters. They must be related. Carter, 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 Carter. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Quake, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. Starting to see a theme here. All right, Phil Coulson, Vigilance. Put a 1/1 counter on each other hero you control. Well, that's a banger. S.H.I.E.L.D. Helicarrier, Burrow Backup, S.H.I.E.L.D. Spy Kit, Helicarrier Strike, Strategic Intervention, Web Up. Okay, I remember that. Ooh, Nick Fury, Spymaster. First strike. Whenever a creature you control attacks alone, draw a card. Then you may put a creature card with amount of value 3 or less from your hand onto the battlefield. It enters tapped and attacking and gains indestructible to end of turn. Nice. Okay, it mattered. Where was the girl? Was the girl Carter? Where was the cutie patootie? Just kidding. I'm a married man. Ah, Atlantis. Oh, is Namor gonna be in here? That'd be pretty sick. I have a buddy who really wants that Namor card and his birthday is coming up, so. Let's see. Mist-Cloaked Herald, Classic. Daughter of the Deep. Atlantean Skirmisher. Oops. Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of merfolk here. Actually, I think I'm gonna put all these separate, see if he wants these. Atlantean Cavalry, Nomura the Sea Queen, Atuma, Shipwreck Patrol, Namor, Scourge of the Sea, there it is. Flying. Each other merfolk you control with a 1/1 counter and it has flying. At the beginning of combat in your turn, target creature you control connives. Okay. Quantum Reduction, Unstable Experiment, Frozen in Ice, Atlantis Attacks, Thriving Isle, Islands. Okay, yeah, so it's a little uneventful. I have no idea how rare this Namor is. I'm probably just going to give my buddy all these merfolks. He has the Ixalan merfolk deck that's like pretty cracked. So, whatever, you know. Hook a brother up for the B-Day. Let's see, what's next? What's next? Come on. Come on, bless me. Bless me. Ah, nice. Nice. I think, is this going to be the Hulk? It's probably not the one I'm thinking of. It's probably going to be like this is the rare probably, and the one I'm thinking of is going to be the Mythic. So, it's a little bit of a half-hearted celebration, but also my kid's asleep and I don't want to make them up. Brawn, Amadeus Cho. Amadeus. Gorilla. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. Harvey Birdman. Doc Samson, Savage Dinosaur, Giant Growth, Hulk, Strongest There Is, Trample. He enters with a 1/1 counter on him. At the beginning of your upkeep, double the number of 1/1 counters on each gamma creature you control. Cool. Alright. Yep. Thunderclap. Origin of the Hulk, create a 1/1 white citizen, put 2 1 counters on it, and he gets 3/3 and trample till end of turn. Alright. Go nuts. Seen plenty of those before. Enchant creature, +4/+4, and has trample and a ward. That's fun. Alright, well. See, that's why I couldn't sell out on the Hulk celebration, because I knew something was off. The art just didn't quite look right, brother. Oh damn, I like poked myself. Thor, okay, cool. Let's see, I'm not familiar with this Thor's game. I've seen the other one from the non-Jumpstart set, so this must be it. And I'm struggling to open this. Okay, Kunlun Warrior. Loki, Lofison? Is that how you say it? Loafer Sun, Molten Lavamancer, Operative Key Sentinel. Alright, Asgard Avenger. Flying. If another source you control would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it does that damage +1 instead. Ah, yikes. I mean, this is solid for a burn deck, but give me a break, man. That's tough. That's an L right there. That's an L right there. Okay, well, we're getting down. We're getting pretty skinny with this pile here. We're down to the last 4. So, last 4 to see a Devil Dinosaur. Come on. I hit 1 on my wish list. Let's go. Let's get another big bucks. Big bucks, no whammy. Swordsman Steel or, ooh, Kang. Okay. Yeah, Swordsman Steel. I forgot all about Swordsman Steel. I'm so locked in on my Devil Dinosaur. At this point, that equipment will be the consolation prize. I'm all in on Devil Dinosaur. So, Bold Biochemist, TVA Bureaucrat. Okay, so I'm just saying, thank God this is not a legendary creature, because if this was, I was gonna crash out. Shield Deployment, Iron Lad. Okay, so this is a Marvel. Immortus, Master of Eternity. Add Island for each card you've drawn this turn. Spend this mana only to cast non-creature spells. Power up. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draw 7 cards. Put a 1/1 counter on Immortus. Okay, feel like he should get more than just one 1/1 counter, but okay, that's cool. Pharaoh Ramatut. Damn, he's like, guy is like nuts hanging out. Think Twice. D-Power. Timeline Inquiry. Multiversal Recruitment. Ooh, Time Warp. Target player takes an extra turn after this one. This is an excellent card. Excellent card. Okay, very cool. I'm gonna put that off to the side. I mean, it's an extra turn card. Like, you know, that's not the most common strat, you know? And there's literally no downside. It's just like, all right, counter this or I take an extra turn. Deal with it. Masters of Evil. Okay. Like the light is slowly fading from my eyes here. Not to be ungrateful. Got a really nice card. But now it's like I feel like we're fighting against our original budget, you know? So now we're up against it because we've only hit like one big banger. I think, as far as I know. I'll do a recap at the end. Yellow Jacket, Titania, Claw, Tiger Shark. Actually, that looks really cool. Whenever Tiger Shark enters or attacks, he connives. And you can make him unblockable. Radioactive Man, Death Touch. When he deals combat damage to a player, that player loses half their life rounded up. Okay, that's cool. Masters of Evil, Crimson Cowl, Master of Evil. Okay, so who's the real Master of Evil? I gotta say, the Masters of Evil with Baron Zemo or Crimson Cowl? Let me know. I really don't know. Whenever one or more non-token villains you control attack a player, you create a 2/1 black villain creature token with menace. Whenever one or more non-token villains you control attack. Okay. Attack a player. Okay. So you can, if you're playing a game of Commander, that can trigger multiple times. Cool. I like that. That's good. Villainous Syndication, Cruel Alliance, Visions of Villainy, Hour of Defeat, and lands. I really should have just been putting these in these piles. Oh my god, I'm down to the last two. If I could get my 2 top wants in the last 2 packs, I'm playing the lottery tomorrow. Soaring. Oh man, the vulture's ugly mug greeting me after that statement. I tell ya. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Goofy ass vulture. Aerial Doombot, Rescue Pepper Potts, Flying Drone, Namora the Sea Queen, Shield, Justice, Vance, Astrovix, this is too much. Falcon Wing, alright, Vulture, Feathered Fiend, Flying. Whenever one or more creatures you control with flying deal combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on each of those creatures and draw. Okay, whatever. Whoosh, Falcon Wing Harness, I Am Iron Man, Dismissive Denial, Thriving Isle, and then some islands. Okay, last pack magic. Whatever I gotta do to this thing. Should I open it by hand instead? Open it by hand? Should I just get a cut on my hand, just being stubborn? Because my scissors have not been lucky. Let's go. Let's go! Can I just open that? Conniving? No, that was Kang Dynasty. Okay. Now I'm just being a sore loser. I didn't get my dinosaur. I didn't get my dinosaur. What the fuck? Anyone want to trade me my Devil Dinosaur for Ultron? Just kidding. Alright, Kid Loki, Mob Lookout, Flying Octobots, Graviton, Fundamental Force. Alright, let's see what this goofball is talking about, looking like Megamind over here. If a creature you control would connive, instead you draw a card, then that creature connives. At the beginning of combat on your turn, target creature you control connives. Okay. This seems to be a really good card for a Dr. Doom, and it's probably in the precon. So, there we go. Doc Ock, Tiger Shark, Doc Ock, Unstable Experiment, Trickster's Stratagem, Dismissive Denial, ooh, Mysterious Mirage. At the beginning of your end step, if you discarded a card this turn, treat a 3/3 illusion villain creature. Cool. Okay. Ooh, Villainous Hideout. This is actually a nice little bonus land over here. Dang, I should have been checking those land piles, huh? Well, no, probably not. It's probably nothing hidden over there. All right. Well, let's get a quick recap on the big hits, shall we? Wow. So I just want to start this recap off by saying the Vision in Scarlet Witch, I am sorry. I did not recognize your game. This card is absolutely bonkers right now. The TCG low for this card right now is $72, which is absolutely insane. And then Ultron the Annihilator is more expensive than I last saw as well. It is now sitting at a little over $60. So I got everything organized here. So the Mythics, and then my Tippy Toe, which I knew was an expensive uncommon, but I didn't realize that it was like one of the only expensive uncommons in the set. So it's like one of like 2. There's like a card, Orphan or something. And also RIP to my girl, Black Widow. So this card is like $3, but this set is insane. And I guess it wasn't printed that much because it seems to be out of stock in a lot of places. So the store I ordered this from, and I was complaining about paying $119 for this, is now selling it for like over $140. And there's a ton of stores out of stock on this, and like $140 seems to be market. And while I would recommend waiting for a reprint because this is a good indication that it's a reprint, but if you can get your hands on this for like under 120, under 130, you might be in the money. I mean, obviously this is very anecdotal, and make your own financial decisions, but let's get going on the recap. So Time Warp is around $8. Wolverine, it's like a $14 card, $15 card. Iron Man, Bleeding Edge, $13, $14. Kingpin, this is like a, you know, around $4. Tippy Toe is sitting around 12 still, so good card. The Vision and Scarlet Witch, as I said, just bonkers. 72, Ultron 62, 60, something like that. Immortus is around $12, $13. Captain America Sky, and then the rest are kind of just like a few bucks here and there. So Captain America Skybound is like $4. Lucky is around $5. WandaVision, again, to go with Wanda and the Vision, is like around $7-8. Hulk is around $5, and Namor is around $4. Gonna save this for the homie, so set that off to the side. But just from these pulls here, I pulled over $220. $220 in value. So yeah, that's pretty incredible. So this is meeting the hype. It's pretty insane. I did not get my Devil Dino that I really wanted, but I'm pretty sure I pulled two of the absolute most expensive cards in the set. So obviously do with that information if you will. This is no guarantee. I mean, you could literally just get bunk, you know, in any given box, but this was a very successful box. Once again, want to thank you for your time and interest, whether this is your first video of mine that you've seen or your fifth. I don't know, I haven't made a lot, but please, I encourage you to stick around, like, subscribe, comment, talk some shit. I don't care. I just really want to see this channel grow. Yeah, that was a sick box. I'm gonna try to get my hands on another one of these if I can, but otherwise I might just have a wait until the Marvel gift box comes out, and I think I might break things up a bit. I got a really good deal on an Amazon, or on a Avatar Commander bundle, and this is such a great product. So to get a great deal on this, you know, was fantastic. So I think I might just open this for my next video, and then see if I can find some deals for the Jumpstart, because yeah, these cards are nasty, and I'm super stoked on Ultron. So anyway, thanks again. Mono Monkey out.